So you guys are all currently inside of the cart. I believe where we last left off, it was basically going to be a matter of you guys meeting up with your brother, Fizzy, whose name is currently escaping me.
Grego.
Grego. Thank you.
Grego.
Grego.
K-R-E-G-O.
Grego. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to get the spellings from you after the session.
There's an entire document of it.
Hold on, I'll message them to you.
Grego.
I got you.
I think Fitz was also going to make me call another old friend in the morning.
As soon as the sun is above the horizon, it is the next day.
As we discussed, you won't space them out. We have 4 days to travel and 4 people to call.
Wrong. I have 3 people to call, and ideally 2 of them live together.
One more call to make, but it's gonna be awkward.
Don't forget, the 5th one's dead.
Don't forget.
You can technically still call them. That would also be awkward.
Ooh.
I mean, I could, if you really wanted me to.
No, mirror! Ding dong.
Here.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Granny hasn't made that connection. That's my story. I'm gonna stick with it.
Forget all the stuff with the
my
queen.
stuff isn't. We're on the way to my stuff, so.
Yeah, where are we headed again?
We are headed to.
Oh, right, we're meeting up here.
You're going to be meeting up in Valric. You're still technically in travel, but.
Okay.
I do need to talk to my sister, but you know, I can wait. So.
Yeah. So, Becca.
Yeah.
You wish to send in a message or use the mirror?
Fitz is going to encourage Granny to call Hush through the mirror and hope that Ellie is there too, so she only has to do this one more time.
Okay. You send out. You use the mirror to try and look over at your old friends Hush and Elliot, because they should be in the same location.
Should be.
As you call upon the image of Hush and Hush in this case, you will see that the room appears to be very dark and filled with smoke right now. And you can see the appearance of what looks to be a body that is currently kind of slumped down in a chair, arms tied behind the back of it, with another body in another chair next to them. And you will see standing ramrod still behind them is a barely recognizable, very lean, skinny young man. His robe is tattered. His overcoat is absolutely tattered. He does not look to be completely there right now.
I'm really sorry we're starting the session like this. Granny's gonna turn to Fitz and say, "Get Fizzy," and go through the mirror.
Just yelling.
I mean,
Hold on. Okay, I was making sure my mic was on. She's running over.
Mirror, Granny! And then Fitz is gonna also come to the mirror with Granny.
Do I go? Do you need me to go? I don't know what's happening. Fizzy doesn't know what's happening, so... What is happening? What's happening? Is someone hurt? Is someone hurt? Was I called to go through the mirror?
I need to point out a problem.
Okay.
The mirrors close when the person who summoned the image goes through.
I will bring it up to Granny then. I will use the mirror to look at Granny and then go through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then it closes behind you.
Then use it to look at Fitz!
I gotta look
at
you.
This is not hard!
Okay, I'm gonna do, I guess I'll do the same thing. I'll look for Fitz, and then I'll, like, jump through. I don't know what's happening. Fizzy does not know what's happening. So Fizzy's just like, I think
Yes,
before
you're
she
muted.
does. I think before
Forgot.
I will. I think before she goes, she's gonna yell, Darius, Iggy. I am going
Brady
through
Bunch
the mirror.
ass shit.
Hey, Darius is gonna watch you go through the mirror.
Oh, she's
Look-
there. Okay.
Look at Iggy and go, should we
So
follow them or should we watch and wait?
so at this, I'm going to say by the time Fitz has also come through, the gun that Weston has been holding has been pressed to the back of the head of one of the people who are currently slumped in the chair.
Oh, interesting.
So Fizzy, are you going to keep going through?
I'm not gonna go through, not yet. Because I will say this, I'm not gonna go through yet because also, wait, question. Because we did not discuss this before.
Mhm.
Do I have the halo?
That's
You
largely
guys.
up to you guys.
No, put the halo on. On
Okay,
Fizzy.
so I
Okay.
will put the
Do
halo
it
I can do
on.
that.
Time.
At the very least, that was the very clear-cut answer for that item, was
Okay,
for Fizzy.
okay, fine.
Mhm.
Okay,
Can you
that's fine.
do that, Connor? Because I don't know how to do that.
I can do that. Yes.
Okay.
Mark down your original wisdom score, by the way. Oh, it's 20.
It's 20, so it's fine.
Okay. Just needed to make sure.
Should also roll your oracle die for the day.
You are
Good point.
correct. Thank you.
And
Mhm.
roll up this
That
wheel
might be
well.
useful, depending on how this scene goes.
Not good, but can be good for else something. I rolled a 7.
What's your wheel and woe? But just knock out all your rolls now before the.
It is wheel, so it's good.
So benefit for our team for the wheel, and if you need to give the enemy a bad roll.
I have a 7, correct.
Got it.
Okay.
Love- Love the idea of Weston Dove shooting this person in the head, having to roll an attack roll, and Fizzy being like 7 and him missing. Having the
Point
gun
blank shot to the head.
like this, and the bullet is going. "Woo!"
Well, technically speaking, point blank is bad for veins for some reason.
Yeah, point. That
Disadvantage.
yeah, there are some interesting decisions that are made by game mechanics versus logic.
Yeah.
You know,
But here's the
What-
thing. Yeah.
if you like, it's like if you had a knife to someone's throat. Game mechanic wise, they're kind of fucked. But like, out of game, they're kind of fucked. Game mechanic wise, no, they can still break out of that.
Yeah.
Because I could do a double whammy with my 7 and my halo.
Yep.
Which is blind him, give him a 7, he fails.
Man blinked,
So-
and all of a sudden he was on a different plane. He said, "Oh."
I have.
I'm gonna wait.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, Granny, what do you say?
Well, she's got, we're being careful, but she's just like, the first thing that just kind of blurts out of her mouth is, "What the fuck?" What are you doing here?
I'm doing what I have to.
You want to rile me up? You riled me up. Fine. Take your gun away from their skull.
No, you won't learn from that.
What are you? What is there to learn?
You need to learn that you need to be willing to kill.
Why is this so important to you? Why are you talking to all my friends? Why did you kill all my old enemies? Why are you so obsessed with me?
Don't worry, I got you. Go. I got you.
Weston's going to blink slowly at you. He does not appear to be responding to the question.
Is there something telling you to do this? Some voice? Some gun?
No. I don't always need. You don't need a reason to do some things.
I think you need a pretty good reason to be doing all this for one person retired from the life you idolized 40 years ago.
Oh well. He's gonna cock back the hammer.
Oh.
Yeah.
How big is the room?
Not
Like-
particularly large. It's just a small house.
Is there space behind me and Granny?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Scatter on Granny's friends that are unconscious, and they're not awake, so they're not unwilling, so they don't have to make wisdom saving throws, and I'm gonna move them to behind us.
Yeah, no, they are quite literally incapable of resisting a spell. They are
Yeah.
unconscious. Okay. You will cast Scatter on the two forms that are slumped in the chairs, and you will see that as you do so, the gun goes click, and nothing happens.
Granny's hand
chew
is
on
on
him.
her gun, but
Yes, Fizzy?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just like, if this is a Michelle thing, this is like, it's just like
Mhm.
frustration of like not understanding.
Oh, okay, it's a frustration
It's
hand
a
movement.
frustration. I want to know motivation, and it's frustrating me. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do here? Or what the hell's Granny supposed to do here? Like,
I mean, I think I know
it-
technically what Granny's supposed to do, but it feels like
I
the
know-
bad answer.
yeah, I know what I'm supposed to
If-
do.
It feels like it'll lead to the bad route if we do the thing that we're
yeah,
supposed to do.
exactly.
He wants her to break her no-kill oath. And he's
I'll do it for her.
That's like,
Granny with her friends out of. Okay. I'm trying to think.
can I run an insight check through the mirror since I can see him?
Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna use. Also, I got this new die. It's the bisexual colors.
Oh,
Hell
very
yeah.
pretty.
I need to get my
Is that the one you rolled a 7 on?
Yeah, it is the one I rolled a 7 on, so I'm gonna use a different die.
Let's see what the
Y'all,
dice gods.
Y'all and your bad
That's
luck
a
dice and
2.
believing all that stuff.
Yeah, I forgot
That's a
about these.
2.
That's how I feel, man.
The blue
I mean,
bomber.
It's a good
That's
thing.
a
actually,
natural
I
not.
trust the blue
20.
bombers no matter what.
I
That's
rolled
a 13.
I don't trust any of my dice.
Uh,
They're all on my shit
I don't-
list.
you sure am
I don't think my dice are the problem.
25.
I know. Got a 25, you said?
Yeah, I got a 25.
1 second.
Ooh, okay.
It's a good.
And it's a good thing I changed die, because I got a 7 on the other one. And yes, I am very superstitious about my die. What do you want from me? I used the
Yeah,
mushroom
y'all are weird.
I'm
I
a
used
statistician.
the
I
critical
Y'all-
roll
y'all and your
of the
superstitions.
Caduceus clay. This one's like it's Caduceus clay, but I have claimed it for Fizzy, because this is still very Fizzy.
Don't you make me get the Scanlan dice out. I'll do it. It's ugly as hell, and I'll do it.
See, but this is cute. Look how
I got
pretty
the
this
Scanlan
is.
D20. Coming out.
The Caduceus clay one is really pretty. I'm just
The fucking cauldron is here.
There we go.
Can I go through? I'm
Sure.
gonna go through. I'm gonna go through the mirror. And I'm going to I'm literally just gonna walk up to him and just like touch him on the shoulder.
Go. You pass your hand straight through his body as he dissipates into smoke.
Not him.
Mhm.
As soon as his form is gone, she turns around to check on her two friends.
And what made them unconscious?
What?
If he's not here, what made them unconscious?
He probably was here. I'm still checking on my friends. They're tied up in chairs.
go
Do you think
check
they
on your
did that
friends.
themselves? Do you think carbon
yes.
monoxide tied them up in chairs?
Dearest.
Do you think carbon monoxide tied them up in chairs?
Carbon
What a
monoxide's
statement.
dangerous, not because you think.
What a statement. Do you think carbon
Yeah.
monoxide tied them up in chairs?
I hear my name being called.
Yeah.
What's up?
You can do the thing that you do when
Clue?
you see. Yeah.
Iggy, watch the mirror, and Deus will step through.
So, I do hate to point out, but technically, carbon monoxide could tie them up if it was an air elemental.
I mean, okay, shut up. Hey, guys,
No,
guess
no.
what? I can tell you confidently that nowhere in campaign 1, 2, 4, 5, it doesn't matter when, there will never be a carbon monoxide elemental.
But
Don't say
3.
Yeah, 3
you
too.
didn't say
Sorry,
three.
3 as well. 3 as well.
3 and 4. It's open.
You skipped 3.
And 4.
Not on purpose.
Purposely.
Not on purpose. Trust me, it's not gonna fucking happen.
I'm hearing quitter talk.
No. Sure, you can call it that, I guess.
Anyways, I'll pop through, Rushton can't, and cast Clue. Let's do the last. I don't know, how long do you think they've been tied up? This is at all of you. How long? do you think
Can I do a medicine check to see that? Like to tell how long? Maybe with looking at their skin and stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
Like if they haven't had food or
No, I
drink or-
know how you do it.
Yeah, no, I think I got something. I rolled an 18 on the die. Which for me is a 31.
Hours ago. Probably anywhere from 9 to 12 hours.
Yeah, I'll tell
I'll set it back 12 hours then for Clue. Starting at the point of where the chairs originally were.
Yep. So at that point, it will be evident that there was a third individual here at one point, and then they very quickly disappeared. Like their footsteps are there at one point, gone the next. Slight echo from somebody, but I don't know who.
It's probably me. It's always me.
I think it might have been Cody actually.
My mic picks up on my noise case, so even if it lights up, it doesn't make noise.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So he was absolutely here. Clue just tells you, like how long, when, who, stuff like that, right? Okay. It was definitely Weston.
It tells me the footprints, which we already know it was Weston, so where they walked around the room, anything they may have also touched with their hands, as long as he wasn't wearing gloves.
It doesn't look like he was really touching or searching this place or anything. It looks like he somehow managed to get them into the chair, most likely already in their poor state physically. At which point he left. You're not sure if anything else was done, but there's no evidence of him touching anything else in the building.
Fitz,
Yes.
what sort of magic would allow this to happen? Like have a thing that's actually physical and can communicate? Not physical, but a mirage that can communicate with with Granny, like he's here? Because that's, I think, a little more complicated than, like, it's a little more complicated than, like, an image.
He
spell
might have
anyway.
had pre like answers programmed.
Also, Fitz would know the answer to your question.
Possibly?
Jill has been playing D&D for only one campaign. Barely knows spells. Barely knows the spells they have. Couldn't tell you a spell.
I mean, that's why you roll,
yes.
and then Connor tells you.
You can roll Arcana.
Arcana. I was like, I don't fucking know, dude.
I know you don't know.
I don't know what.
I don't know
which
either,
one
that's
of
why
these
I'm
skills is
asking.
for magic.
I don't fucking know.
Michelle doesn't know either, and I played a wizard last campaign. You think I know?
So, I got +9 to Arcana.
What did you get?
A natural 1! Natural 1!
That's
I'll
not
take
great.
my
Of course I got a
7. I'd rather you
natural
have
1.
something that you don't roll a 1, and I can give you help on that.
Thank you.
Take my 7, and then I'll give you a d6 as well.
+9, 16, plus
Plus another 6.
plus
Plus another
6.
23.
22.
No, 22.
22.
22.
So programmed illusion would match up the closest. It would not allow for proper responses. It requires. It's programmed. You are setting up a response at a certain expected situation. Something triggers it plays out.
Basically, he predicted what I would say.
Yeah, he kind of knew what you were going to be saying.
Yeah, I think major illusion would also work.
Major illusion
But
also
that's
does something similar.
Not
I think for
enough
major
time
illusion, the
period.
person has to be there, right?
It was a perfect illusion.
Stop it. Stop it.
No, keep going, Jill. Keep going.
I love Lady Gaga. I got a D20
Could
with
have
a
also
frog in it.
paired Mighty Fortress and Project Image.
Well, I'm more focused on the old guys. Are they okay?
They are both in bad shape. They are stable, unconscious though.
Can I throw some healing each of their ways?
You can do so. Yeah.
That's. Thank you.
Of course, I will give them each a. I'll give them each cure wounds. I guess I do it. I'll give. That's. Hold on, I'm thinking. I'll do it at first level, honestly.
No. You can be stingy with Granny's friends.
It's not
Just
that
want
being
to
stingy,
remember
is
that.
that I don't know if we're gonna fight, and I don't want to like use my bigger spells. Okay, I'm sorry.
Bro, I sent out my level 6 spell. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
gone.
So 13 for the first one.
Hmm?
And then for the second one, 14. Because I have a plus
Okay.
6 to healing now.
They will both kind of, their eyes will both flicker open as they are brought back into the positives with that. Let's see, it'd be just you outside at that moment in time. Because the other two said that they were still doing their thing in there. So, in response to seeing a drow lady, ill prepared for the current weather, as you now realize it is a bit chilly outside right now.
Fine.
The older man, very dark skin, wrinkles, very weathered in appearance, is going to look up at you and go, I think you're a bit unprepared for this kind of weather.
It's fine. It happens. A lot. More than you think. Hello. I'm glad you're up.
Yeah,
A bad man did this to you.
yeah, I know.
I do want to prepare you. I'm a friend with someone who you haven't seen in a while. might
And you
not
may
have
have
the-
you may have believed that perhaps
perhaps was
this-
dead.
person wasn't alive.
I'm literally right here, guys.
And through the mirror, Ignatius will say, "You might also want to start by untying them."
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm working on it. She's untying them. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that's why they didn't immediately see her. She's behind them, like working the knots, cutting the rope.
Just, you know, just in preparation.
You you say this out loud, and they will the lady, I will say, who appears to be a tiefling, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, older at this point, will kind of like twist their head back and look at Granny, and they're going to go, "Oh, knew you weren't dead."
Hi. It's me. Hello.
Fuck, no note?
Nope. Cargon.
No, incorrect. Do not.
I'll drop the old photograph again so that you have that.
I have something
Obviously,
to go
it's,
off of. Yeah, it is obviously out of date. I know.
but they all do have real life face claims. So,
Hmm.
Where did I? Hello.
I don't know. Where did you?
Hello.
Hello.
It's me.
Hello.
It's
Guys-
me.
I can't stop thinking about that stupid picture of the dog doing the peace sign. 'Cause I sent that one, and I sent one of him flipping off the camera. And I like the flipping off one a lot. He makes me laugh.
Oh, look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Can't remember what I named the file.
Mm-hmm. While you're doing that, you will continue to untie the two individuals. The older man looks to be wearing what is effectively what we would now know as almost like a ranch hand outfit. So what are effectively like distressed blue jeans of a sort, leathers for protecting his legs and chest from riding injuries. He has he does not currently have anything like a bandana. He's instead wearing what is basically a muffler right now for around his neck. And it looks like his hair is not well cut. It is short, bear in mind, but it is not well cut, and he does have a very nice dapper mustache. He would be, if I'm remembering right, probably close to his no.
I didn't give them any specific ages except for.
I know, he'd probably be close to like lower 70s at this point. Looks like maybe 71, 72.
Probably a good guess, yeah.
The tiefling, on the other hand, does still have fairly long hair, currently bound up in a ponytail. It looks to be a bit disheveled, all things considered. Horns curving backwards slightly. She very... What was that?
I found it.
Oh, good. Very clearly, she does have wrinkles and other like crow's feet that are appearing on her face. Though she seems to be a bit more chipper, given the circumstance.
There's the color. Yeah, the man is also technically a half orc. I just forgot to. I kind of forgot to
Forgot
give
the
him
tusks.
So they're just very small. Yeah,
Whittle.
Whittle. And the tiefling has like bat ears, notably. And she's got kind of like an orange skin. and like a whip-like tail.
You just neglected the tusk, just like Disney forgot the tusk for Tai Long and Kung Fu Panda. Like the top ones.
Fine. But yeah. Sorry about the whole disappearing act. Alright. What happened here? I feel like this is very urgent. We can catch up in a bit, but
the tiefling woman is going to go, well, young man was in the house before we even got home. Managed to get the drop on us. I've been pretty out of practice, to put it simply. But he managed to get a few shots off. Nothing too serious, but before we knew it, we both basically wound up ass up on the ground. Then I know I got tied up at some point, but I was too out of it to do much. And then, well, that's about it. And as you're saying this, the older man will get untied as well, and he'll kind of like rub the edges of his wrist, and he's gonna walk up to you, and with the base of his hand, just gonna hammer fist you square on the nose.
ah,
Like
I deserve it.
not joking, like a hard whack.
Ow.
Damage.
I think my nose. I think I'm bleeding. Yep. Deserve that.
This is kind of a surprise attack.
I'm not going to roll again. I'm not going to make a roll. It is largely just
It's flavor.
It's happening.
flavor. Yeah, it's flavor. It is flavor. It is occurring. I was fucking stupid. I was fucking stupid what you did.
Yeah.
You showed up here, he could have been waiting for you. That was fucking idiotic. You should have left us to...
Left you to die?
We wouldn't have died. We would have been fine.
I didn't know that.
He'll put his hand on your shoulder. He'll give you a light squeeze, and he'll go, "It's nice to see you again."
Really great to see you. Again, I'm sorry for disappearing for a few decades there.
Do you have a blanket or something?
Yes.
Oh my.
Blankets inside the house.
I barely feeleth the cold.
Nay, I very feel it.
Also, hi, I'm Fizzy.
These are my new friends.
Much obliged.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you
Fizzy.
very much. Thank you, ma'am. Do appreciate you assisting me.
Yep, that over there is Fitz. That's Darius. Fellas, this is Ellie and Hush.
Hello. That's Ignatius. He's in the mirror. Don't mind him.
Yeah, Ignatius is in
He's
the
big.
mirror.
He's kind of our muscles. So if that had been really bad, he would have charged through for us.
Also as a horse. You seem like you like
Yeah.
horses. I'm sorry. That's a strange assumption to make. But...
Shut up.
it's the-
Shut up.
Speaking of,
Yes, sir,
perhaps,
sorry,
I
sir.
perhaps I should come
That's
to
enough.
it is possible that you are being scried upon at this moment in time.
It's
Probably.
Um,
Like, I can't be scried upon, but these guys can.
that's true.
I can cast See Invisibility, and I could see if we are.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I also have it.
No, I would stay over there for now, Ignatius, just for now.
Check to see
I can
what's
dispel
going
it if we are. I have dispel magic, so.
Okay.
You know what, Iggy? You can come over if you want. I can take us all back. You don't have to stay over there, Iggy. It
Oh, that's
feels
true.
very...
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you
you
have to
can
take us
come
back
in.
anyway.
It feels mean to keep Iggy over there. We're all over here. So come
That's
on
true.
through. You
You're
can
right.
come
You're
over.
right. We're on the train now, right?
on. So
doing its
no, given the time that you guys still
Okay.
you had like 6 days of travel.
Oh, that's right.
Because remember we did the math. You're still like on your way back to Fanbor to then
That's fair.
take the train.
Okay.
It's technically 4 days prior
Yeah.
to what the date says.
Yeah, it would actually be the 89th.
Michelle,
spring.
Echo.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you look at that website for the new microphones, by the way?
Microphone. You said the most expensive shit, Connor. I was
You
like,
really did.
Here's a little microphone you could
But
buy.
guess what? This
I-
microphone's
Bajillion
awesome.
million.
That's okay. I give me a week and I will get a new microphone. I just need like a week, please, or a week and a half. I need
That's
till the
fine.
beginning of May. Okay.
That's fine. So you are going to teleport back effectively to the cart.
As soon as, yeah, whenever
soon as
we
you're
need to. Yeah.
So do you want to have a conversation in the cabin right now, or just head back to the cart?
For the sake of privacy, why don't you bring them back to the cart and then they can go through the mirror back home?
Good.
How many people can I teleport?
I think that
You can
Anybody
tele-
who?
You can
You're
tell.
fine.
Okay, yeah, we're good. I was like, how many people can fit in my circle?
It's like 7, I think.
Everybody crowd together, hold hands.
Because I used to be able to take like the whole group.
Yeah, and that's also why I won't come over if you're gonna be teleporting immediately.
No, that makes a lot of sense actually. Thanks, Cody.
Teleporting through into the mage tower. The tiefling woman is going to be looking around basically the entire time, trying to kind of peek at everything that is present in this area. Meanwhile, the half-orc man is going to be instead kind of moving a bit stiffly, a bit sorely, but is going to be kind of keeping his eyes ahead and falling behind. But in time, you guys will be led back into the cart. And the tiefling woman is going to go. All right. So, doing well for yourself, I can see. You have a tower and a cart.
Well, these are recent. That
And to be fair,
fella.
we did steal the tower.
Well, it was squatters' rights.
How do you
And
steal
also
that?
the tower's owned by a bad man, so like I don't feel bad about it.
It was empty when we got it, so we just kept it.
Spotters.
You know, ownership's 9/10 of the law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before this, I had a little house in Garan.
And then it got burnt down by the psychopath
and
that
it
grabbed you guys.
recently got burned down.
What is that guy's deal?
I don't know. He's obsessed with me. Well, I talked to Higirsha for the first time yesterday. And he mentioned, like, I asked him about that fellow Weston, and he said he was just asking about his effort in the war. But Weston told me he talked to you guys, and that made me, you know, worried for your safety.
Hush and is it Elliot?
Yeah,
Ellie?
we call him Ellie, though.
Ellie. They're gonna kind of look at each other pretty quickly, and they're gonna go. Ellie's gonna go. I was not involved in any of the rebellion stuff that
No.
Higirsha was.
It's just Sorry, I meant to say, like, he said he talked to you guys about me, about us, possibly.
I don't recall that.
You
I
never
recall
seen him?
No, I've talked to him, certainly. But I remember talking to him about minor things. Nothing extraordinary, just general goings on and history of the village we live by. Stuff like that.
though. And how did he... I don't understand the connection between this shitty little teenage journalist and becoming obsessed with getting me to kill folks again. I'm sorry, I'm making this conversation about me when you were had up and unconscious. And I haven't talked to you in 40 years. Terrible host.
The mirror should still be on one of you guys, even if you're in the tower. So, Ignatius is going to say, once you're back here, there's something I'd like to try.
Well,
If you
we're in the
don't
cart.
recall,
No, at this,
We were in the car.
at this point,
Oh,
you are here.
Yeah, we were in the
Yeah,
cart.
the mirror is off.
it's possible that they did talk about Granny with you, and your memories were in some manipulated about the effect. I can test if that is the case by attempting to remove such manipulation. Because
I can do that too.
called remove curse and greater restoration will
I have greater.
will dispel any modified memory, and I have remove curse currently prepared and it doesn't cost any
Oh,
material, so
Yeah, if it doesn't cost anything, it might be better you do it.
Ignatius will attempt remove curse to see if there's any memory manipulation that in play.
Okay, were you gonna cast it on both, or actually, would you be able to cast it on both, or just one?
And I mean, I could individually, but one for now because
Which one? Hush or Ellie?
let's do Hush because he clearly remembers the conversation but doesn't remember talking about Granny.
So you cast it on Hush, and just for clarification, Hush is the tiefling woman. She's going to kind of like blink her eyes a few times and go, huh. Interesting.
There's some more that you remember now.
Yep. Did not talk about the village.
Then Ignatius will also cast on Ellie, just to make sure both of them are up to speed.
So, we did wind up talking about us as a gang. Didn't last long as a conversation, and he wasn't alone. There were 3 people with him. Big guy, really muscled, had an axe with him. Another fellow carrying a massive longbow, and the other guy's kind of a gray individual, if you know what I mean. Very forgettable, but he had those eyes that were really hard to forget. Bright blue.
Didn't he kill those guys recently?
2 of them, at least.
2 of them. I don't think that other guy was there. Does that match up with... Because when he showed up the first time... Does that match up with the... Because there was a guy with like a clock, and he was like...
He was checking the time, yes.
Yeah. Does that match up with his description?
Yeah, you remember he had some striking blue eyes.
And he was like his employer or some weird shit.
Something like that.
Something like that. And where? So the other 2 guys are for sure dead, but the man with the bright blue eyes, we haven't seen that body.
I don't think that guy was gonna be killed by him. The conversation I do remember, and I do remember answering the questions, but it was because of that fella. Not because of the kid, it was because of that guy that they had with them. He had that kind of... No, he had a... You ever stood in front of a really big animal? Like a wolf? Or like a bear? Something like that.
How about a dragon?
Yeah, like a dragon.
No, I've never stood in front of a dragon. It's more like standing in front of a freight train, really. If it hits you, it would have been over. So answering his questions just seemed like the best option out of self-preservation.
I like standing in front of Muni.
That makes sense.
But nah, he was the reason why I wound up answering questions.
Can't blame you for that. What were they asking? Just in general?
Well, the kid was asking the questions. The kid was asking about where you were last, what happened to you, stuff like that. That's what he was asking.
Of course,
Did
he
you get a
didn't
drink
know.
with him?
Drink who?
The kid. Were you guys eating and drinking together?
No, not at all. Didn't have the time to. Conversation didn't last very long.
It just sounded like compulsion, so I wanted to check.
I guess they left quickly because you didn't know where I was.
Or the one who could teleport had more pressing matters.
Yeah, I think he had limited time to do what he wanted.
All right. Well, I should probably start getting back, making sure her Gearsha gets out of there.
He probably had his memory modified as well, but
Yes, but if he came back and beat the shit out of us,
he was fine last night, but yeah, we can check on him right now with this mirror. It's how you would also get back to your old place.
no, we'll just use the mirror to go to him.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fine. But
Perhaps tomorrow, since we'll still be traveling, then with the assistance of Fitz, I can go over there and remove any alterations as well.
that'd be fine, I suppose. Either way, if he
Don't wanna
hasn't
use up
been,
all my
if he hasn't
spell
come
slots.
after him already, he's gonna come after him at some point.
It's a fair bet.
Yes. I can
And-
only hide people for a duration of 8 hours.
I have
Left.
I have the amulet of non-detection, but it's only one.
I also don't want you to give that up.
I would give it up in a heartbeat if it meant keeping one of my friends safe. Because this guy is not after them, he's after me.
Selflessness is reckless in the face of no plan.
Well, the plan is either die or win.
What is winning?
Not dying.
Granny, your plan sucks.
Maybe so.
Hush is going to point to Ellie, and she's going to just kind of gesture away for him to go somewhere else. And Hush is going to start standing up and go, we need to get going. We need to get back to Higirsha. Because, to put it simply, he right now is going to be he's going to be the most vulnerable person.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand this. I don't know what you're going by now. What should I call you right now?
You can call me Maeve now.
Maeve,
Like,
okay.
you.
Maeve, when someone is wanting to get at you or get at someone, you don't go straight to the hardest option. You start slow. And then you go harder and harder and harder. That means Higirsha is easily in the worst situation right now because he beat the shit out of us. He's gonna kill Higirsha. Or whoever else you got nearby that he hasn't gone after next. So Higirsha is my bet.
Well, I'll go with you to the mirror. So I'd like to see y'all off and see him as well. I do want to give my amulet to, I guess, probably Higirsha. Because, well, he's living alone, and even if you get him with you, it's just the three of you. I've got this cart, I've got these people, and I'm shaking the rust off.
Either way, we're going to ground. I'm making sure they're going to ground at this point. Hush is going to reach out and kind of grab you by your upper arm, just gently getting your attention, and she's going to go, "It really was nice seeing you again, Maeve. You should try to talk to us a little bit more. I understand you probably had your reasons. But still, just try to reach out to us more. Okay?"
Well, the first call is always the hardest, so I'll be sure to.
Yeah. But don't reach out to us for the next month. That'll be a good idea.
I'll see if I can, well, hopefully by that time this whole issue is, solved.
If you solve it faster, you can reach out then. If it's not solved, don't reach out to us for at least 30 days.
You got it.
Danny got put on timeout.
Would you accept the amulet?
I won't say no to it. It's not for me. It's going straight to Higirsha. But still,
of course,
I won't say no.
Of course, I would give it to Higirsha as well. And see if you can get 2 more while you're going under.
We'll try. I think you're underestimating how much more difficult things have become in Vermune.
Well, I don't know. I've been in Ekis.
Yeah. They still got a lot of issues after the whole rebellion situation.
I'm sure.
Yeah, well, there are still holdouts who don't want to give up the whole Aterius-funded government thing. But, it is what it is. So, you be safe. I'll get this to Hirsha. Be safe.
You be safe.
I'll be fine. I'm going to remove the amulet from your inventory, by the way.
Yep. And then the second you step outside,
Wait.
Weston Dove appears. Would you?
Probably, but like.
I'm
But
mean.
he
I'm not that
wouldn't-
mean.
The question is, how frequently are they expending the resources to look in on you after such a long time where they couldn't?
Also true.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
Uh,
he had seen the rest of us, so at the ending point, he could be scrying on the people that are closest
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
He has plenty of options. I know this.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what a good option for him would be? Dying.
All right. You know,
I agree, actually. I'm on
I
Joe's
still-
side here.
it is still so fucking weird that your microphone works while you're muted. It is still
It's
so
not- I'm not
fucking
muted.
weird.
No,
I-
you
No,
were
no,
beforehand.
You
When
were.
you first-
As you started talking, we heard you faintly, ever so faintly.
Okay.
It's just funny at this point.
It's just so weird.
Yeah.
I swear my microphone didn't do this before. I don't know what.
No, it didn't.
It's
I
a
don't know why.
ghoul.
This is
Yeah.
cool.
But Western Dove needs like a caffeine overdose or something like that. Just
We need to get him some, like, ADHD meds. I think Weston Dove is just, like, he's unmedicated. He needs to chill out a little bit. He's a little bit too high strung for me.
Suffering from paranoia too.
My professional opinion is that Weston Dove...
Yeah, I'm a doctor, don't you know? I do have the highest Metascore on the group. And the highest insight. So let's be real.
When they go through the mirror, though, is he all right? Like,
Hirsha's fine.
Hirsha, okay.
Hirsha's
Wanted to make sure
perfectly
nothing
fine.
happened in the 8 hours since I talked to him.
No. That would
Okay.
be a pretty mean move as a
It would,
GM.
but-
No, you're fine.
That man has become a purse.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Dragonborn skin purse.
Brutal.
Oh, just kidding.
no,
he
it-
became boots, and they're exactly what you need. Your magic. It's a magic item for you.
No!
Made out of your
No!
ex-boyfriend.
it's just like not even any tailoring done. Just went right at the ankle.
They're a plus
but
a
no, it-
billion, though. Sorry, go
From
ahead.
what? No, you're okay. From what you see in the picture, Hirsha is fine.
Major illusion drops the second you're gone.
Boots.
Again, not that cruel. Not gonna do that.
Not the boot.
Not the
Connor, let us make our
boots.
groups. We can't live
Not
without
the
the groups.
gumdrop buttons.
Well, that's an exciting way to start the morning.
Yes. But everything's okay though.
He should have it's the most exciting thing to occur today.
What am I gonna do about this kid?
I think we might have to kill this guy, Granny.
I was like, there's
Damn.
a easy solution. You just don't want to indulge it.
I think we might have to kill this guy for you, Granny.
There you go.
I know he's just trying to. I know he's trying to get me to kill.
I'd like to know why.
Return me to my former glory. I don't know.
Why is he so invested in that?
I really think we're overestimating this man. I really don't think he's got a reason.
Just really intense parasocial relationship.
He's moved past following you on Twitter. My God.
I have a stalker. Oh my god.
Tell him to quit sending you DMs on Insta.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want your nudes. Okay?
Ugh.
He's making crazy theory videos about you on TikTok.
Hey, He thought you were better in season 1, and every season after just ruined the show.
He's a galer.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Your stalker's
Gives
a
you want to
gamer.
just swing a bat at a hornet's nest.
No, I'll swing it harder. Every album you make is amazing. Every single new one is better than the last, including the new one, which is absolute dog shit, by the way.
It is not. It is
You
not.
don't like
Not
any
as
Taylor
good as-
Swift, first of all.
Have you read these fucking
It's
lyrics?
biased.
You don't get to say anything. You don't
I-
like her, and that's fine. But
I
don't-
will say, the one lyric, you know the one,
that one
Michelle.
lyric is bad. Oh, that one lyric
Uh-huh.
is terrible.
Oh,
That
really?
lyric
Have
is
you have you
I
have
didn't
you heard
say
the
every
lyric?
lyric was perfect.
What was
I
that?
don't like that song that much.
Yeah.
It's the lyric is like, I wish I lived in the 1830s,
30s,
but without the
without
racist.
racist. It's really weird. I don't.
He's not a
Yes.
good poet.
But that's
And
not.
by the way-
That's not the entire album. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go on a rant
Motherfucker,
about
that
this.
is not the only line that's like that.
I did not mean to start a hater
the whole
moment
thing.
Oh,
here.
Like it's so weird. Like shut up. No
Anyways.
offense, but shut up.
To enjoy an album that she likes.
Yeah.
No offense, but
Anyway, I can't.
Much more
I
than it
said
can be pissed
I-
off.
Like, I started this adventure with the promise to myself that I wouldn't kill anyone. No one sapient, no one like a person.
and that's fine, and I no problem with you keeping that promise. None of us made that promise though, so.
No. But he's trying to get me to break that promise.
Well,
Oh,
he's gonna need a lot of luck because that's not happening.
and I wouldn't mind breaking something of his.
Is that anger I hear from you, Ignatius?
You're usually pretty level-headed.
Not when it comes to family and friends.
No.
They were basically my family for a good decade.
I know I know that like most of you think that there is no reason for it. And maybe there isn't, and it's likely there isn't. But like something tells me, I don't know why, I just have a very weird feeling.
No, my gut
there's some-
tells me there's something
some-
behind it.
There's something there.
Like this, it's just the fact that he got this obsession. Like, I hadn't done anything for 40 years, and then the moment I show my face, like this is even before we got well known or anything. Moment I show my face, he pops up. That's weird, right? It'd be one thing if it's very strange. And I don't know what's going on.
How old is he?
20 something. He's young.
I'm thinking, but it's making my head hurt.
Careful. You don't want to overwork that brain of yours.
Why don't, if he's a journalist, right? Didn't he work for someone?
Well, that blue-eyed fella, I think, was his boss or manager or someone superior to him. Because he teleported to us the first time.
Aren't there like people? Okay.
What is going on?
What is happening?
What?
I'm so confused.
Why are you laughing?
I don't like when people laugh, and I'm not in on the joke. It hurts my
I will
feelings.
explain it much later to the rest of you who are not in who are in scene. because it's something that's gonna take a minute and is not safe for work on stream.
Oh,
Okay,
I can-
we'll
I
do
can
it
tell
as a
you.
breakdown.
I can tell you right now what it is.
sure.
It's a wiener, and there's flames coming out of it, and it's going. And it just texted me and said, the tweet said, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, 2011.
God.
Jesus
with the. I'm not gonna show it.
yeah, that's
Jesus
Hold
Christ.
on, I'll
yeah.
send it.
Well, Becca.
I will not be marking it as not safe for work in the Discord.
God,
I
that's
sent it to
fucking creepy.
Kana individually.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
It's very well animated.
It really is. It's extremely well rendered.
Okay, no.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to pull it
No,
off
it's
topic.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No. That's not what I mean. Because we're not gonna be able to talk to him. But like, isn't someone in charge of like? I don't know how it works. But he doesn't like write a thing and it goes into a newspaper, right?
You
Isn't
would
somebody in
mean
charge of that?
a publisher or someone of the sort.
Like, who was he a journalist for?
Exactly. Because you can find out what he was doing. Wouldn't you be able to find out maybe what he was working
If he
on?
wrote anything on me?
Mm-hmm.
It required no one where he was from. I have no idea what city he would be from.
Fits.
My guess is north, but
You're good at libraries, right?
Yes, but I must tell you, they don't just have information on everybody alive
Oh, really?
in
I thought they
libraries.
did.
No.
But they have.
but
I
they
saw,
might have newspapers.
Yeah, I saw them in
They
the
could.
last.
And if he's a journalist, he might have written something, you
Mhm.
know, article by Weston Dove.
If that's,
If
even
that's
his
his real name.
If that is his real name. I don't
But,
see
I
any
mean,
reason
if
why
the-
you would use a fake one.
Well, you
It's-
could use the mirror to search for his town of birth. That might give you a start.
What if we told his parents what he was doing? He's young
They
enough.
might not
He-
be alive.
I'm
Is that
sorry, he's
Olivia
giving a
Rodrigo?
he's
He
giving
has
parentless-
orphan vibes.
He's giving
So
a parent, giving a parentless behavior.
That's some
Just
orphan
saying.
vibes.
Yeah,
The very least
You
only
never know.
child.
with
Maybe
a
it's
Call
always
his
post-
mom,
Absolutely not.
tell her.
Maybe his
your
mother's
son's
alive and
dead.
she's even scarier than he
Yeah.
is.
with a
We don't know.
person of that mentality, he could have easily killed his family.
Jesus.
I just think, and I don't know, because I don't know how things are here. Or I'm kind of getting. I've been on the surface for a little bit. I think people, sometimes yes, there are people who just do things to do things, or because they think it's funny or whatever. But usually, there's some sort of reason, and usually it has something to do with what they did before. So I think finding out what he did before might help us figure out why he's doing this.
Or at least how he got onto my trail.
Because I don't think that guy that he was working for, the guy with the eyes, I don't think, obviously that guy is very powerful because you don't have a watch that does whatever. I don't know what he was doing. It seemed like very powerful magic.
He teleported. It's that, you know,
It's,
and modified memories.
So it's very powerful magic, and it's obviously still working for that guy because that happened pretty recently after he killed his other two guys, right? Time-wise? Or maybe not. I don't know.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I don't know. Because we don't know when the modified memory happened in general. So it could have been before.
Well, the modified memory happened way before, I think.
So he might not be working on it
Yes.
anymore. Also might help to find him, but that guy's scary and I don't want to.
Something tells me we're gonna find him regardless.
Yes, definitely if you want to look in on him, use a spell and not the mirror.
No. Well, he's probably probably gonna be hard to see. Worth a shot, but don't be surprised if nothing comes up at this point. But I think the library is a good, or some newspaper archive in the cities we stop in, I think is a good place to start.
Hey, Granny.
Yeah.
How confident do you feel at cards?
Am I allowed to cheat?
I don't think you are. I think this spell prohibits it.
Yeah.
Let me double check my character sheet.
Connor, I don't need someone willing to do it. I can do it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not proficient in card games, unfortunately.
Are you proficient in any gaming set?
No.
What kind of cowboy are you?
One with tinker tools and land vehicle.
It's horses and carts.
Because I didn't know we'd have a self-driving cart. And cowboy ride horse.
So
Well-
true. Cowboy do ride horse.
Cowboy do ride horse.
Save a horse,
I
ride a
will-
cowboy.
It will cost
Ew.
quite a bit of gold, but I
Echo.
do have a way to. Michelle,
Michelle?
Mm?
can you
Echo?
please mute? Thank you. I do have a way for you to force him into a one-on-one with the rules he has to keep.
What do you mean?
And Darius will pull out her grimoire, set it down, and flip it open to the spell A Game of Fate. And I'll drop the card just so that way you can read it if you want it. And I know I don't have any spell slots. I don't need them. Sorry. You magically compel a creature within range to a non-magic game with vital consequences. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, it doesn't affect it. An unwilling creature has to make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature is compelled to join the game. If the target takes damage or falls as unconscious, the spell ends. You don't have to do the losing damage thing. Instead, you can choose to negotiate for greater stakes. This can be more psychic damage, property, or more esoteric rewards such as the bestowment of a title on the game. Bet is finalized when you agree upon the bet, solidifying the bet with a handshake or a similar gesture. Anything that is property or currency is automatically teleported to the winner. The loser is also magically compelled to take any action promised as part of a bet. Lastly, no spell, magical effect, or creature other than you and the target can influence the game's outcome. So it doesn't actually say you can't cheat, but it cost about 1,200 gold to make this as a spell scroll.
So, by the spell is written, there is nothing stopping you from cheating by your skill,
Yes.
but you cannot cheat magically. So, Michelle's like
Yeah, I meant,
guidance,
like having
the wheel, stuff like
aces
that.
up.
None of those work.
I meant like having like aces up the sleeve and shit.
Sleight
Theory,
of
one
hand
could.
stuff.
Yeah, sleight of hand stuff.
Yeah. That is
Not that
that is
I'm-
theoretically an option.
Not that I'm
It's-
trained in it, but
And
In
he's
theory.
probably better at that kind of thing than
I'd probably do a game of chance, honestly, like dice or something.
In theory, you could force him, as part of the spell, to not be allowed to do what he's doing if you can get him to agree. The matter is, would you be willing to do whatever he bet against it?
I think I wouldn't have a choice because in order to get him to stop killing people himself, I would have to wager what he wants the most, which is my promise. Broken.
Granny, it's an option. If you
It
want, I
is.
can make the spell scroll. But we'll need the money.
And if you're not particularly planning on pulling any trickery, then one of the conditions baked upon it should be a no cheating clause. Otherwise, that person immediately loses.
I do have 840 pieces of gold, magic paper wise, because I have been hoarding it. just because I haven't needed to make spell scrolls recently. So I'd only need, how much did Connor say it was? 440 more.
Could challenge him to a Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or you can go through and let one of us kill him. You know?
Or you could stake that he has to end himself. Sorry, that was dark.
No, I'm with
Gosh.
Fitz on this one.
I feel
They
like
need to be
I was
killing
so
themselves.
responsible.
Yeah, that's sort of.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I really don't like him, so that's kind of the darkest I'm willing to go
Nah,
there.
he's not
Yeah.
my.
The reason I say you do it instead of me, because we wouldn't need the magic paper for me to do it, and I'm even proficient in gaming sets. Because I think he would fight me.
Yeah,
I don't think
he
he'd
would.
fight you.
It's worth a shot. If the opportunity comes up, I can do a card game or dice game or something. It's been a
The
while
only
since
thing
I've really played them, but
Do you want some practice?
That's
sure.
good news.
Because I do have proficiency, although I don't see it on my sheet anymore. I don't know why.
You also don't
Yeah.
need proficiency to play the
Yeah.
game.
My-
And if it's a game of chances, well, like the dice, that's.
Yeah, mine, the proficiency I
Or
have is
he
in
might want a
cards,
quick draw duel.
if I remember right. Let me double check my.
I guess it needs a
Inventory.
gaming set, but I can pick up
Yeah.
a deck of. Wait, do I?
I have a deck
my
of cards.
I also have a proficiency in a gaming set, but it's reset to like generic
I do
gaming set, not.
Yeah, I can just pick up like a dice set or a deck of cards to keep on me. Because those
But
are
we'll
like...
have to pick up the magic paper. And again, this is an option for you. I can sit down and make this.
Yep.
But
Right.
I need to know for sure if you want it or not.
That's fine. If I recall, Darius had proficiency in cards, Ignatius had proficiency in dice, and Fitz had proficiency in chess. Like, I think we all had unique gaming set proficiencies.
I do love the idea of Fitz challenging someone to a life or death game of chess.
They did that in Harry Potter.
Do I have
That's
proficiency
literally-
in chess?
I thought
That
you
is-
talked
Huh?
about that in
That
the
is
past.
very famously
I know.
in a movie. So
I thought
It
you
was
talked
very
about
famous in
that
the
in
movie.
the
It
past
was also
when
very
this was
much
brought up.
not actually.
I don't
Hey, can we
know.
Connor, can we just give Fitz proficiency in chess, even if
Can we?
It's not
Is
on the
that?
sheet.
Can I get that
Maybe-
for free?
Sure.
Maybe you were
Hell
talking
yeah.
about like
Honestly,
taking
sure,
a
so-
feat that would give that or something like that, but
What do I put that under? Tool proficiency?
I've already added it.
you
Oh,
talked
fuck
about
yeah.
that at some point, either having it or wanting to have it.
I'll cheers to that, bro.
I desperately need to. Yeah, it's under tool proficiencies. Chess set.
Get into my sheet. Get out of there. Close it.
I did.
Keep it closed.
You have no control over me.
I'll go onto your sheet and delete anything I want. I'll do it.
Can you please delete loose? Please get rid of this fucking menace.
It's
No.
actually locked. Can't delete that. Also,
You
I
don't
drew
have
Fitz
admin privileges.
You
in the
drew
dice
Fitz?
section.
Oh
That's what
my
I'm sure.
god, you fix this attack!
And the lifeless
Really?
eyes really do it for me.
You've got some serious brain rot going on with this dog.
This is as far as I can get my wrist to bend backward. Yeah.
I love that picture.
But yeah, if we have the resource to do it, I think it would be a good like option to have just in the back pocket.
Well, get me the 440 pieces of gold magic paper and I can do it.
Didn't you just say you had a bunch of magic paper?
Yeah, I have
Not enough.
840. It takes 1,280 pieces.
we just
Okay.
It's a sixth level spell. It's a beefy boy.
we
Well,
just-
yeah, it's a very good like thing.
So
What were you gonna say, Fizzy? I saw you had thoughts going.
I forgot them.
I forgot.
I forgot.
I forgot. So
Connor said it.
what?
He said I forgot.
Yeah.
We slowly infect him with more.
I've already seen that one. That was on Tumblr before y'all.
Yeah, but you weren't saying it.
No, I don't typically say forgore.
All right.
So discussing how you need to make some more money, or get some more paper, more accurately. We will take a quick break here, maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we'll be back in just a bit. As you guys are making your trip from Fianbor all the way back up to Belric, Michelle, did you wish to have some conversations with your sibling?
My sister specifically.
Yes, that was Jesus Christ.
Zolna!
Zolna. There it is. Zolna and Zudnin. Those are the ones I keep mixing up, and you need to understand it's because you gave them the exact same beginning letters.
I'm sorry that drow names are weird, okay?
No, it's not because drow names are weird. It's because I get mixed up with.
They like Z's and X's.
It's Michelle. It's because whenever you start off a name with one letter, and then I have another person associated with that who has the exact same letter starting their name, my brain starts mixing those up.
I know.
Next
Example.
I'm gonna have 8
Jill.
siblings and they're
Jill.
all J names.
Jess.
I mean,
Jolly.
Fitz and Fizzy.
Just
Jolly.
to confuse you.
Fitz and Fizzy.
Yeah, I do that constantly. But you wanted to talk with Zolna.
Yeah, I did.
So you'll find Zolna is currently just lounging in the living room, effectively, of the cart. They have basically stretched out on the couch that you guys have present there, and is currently kind of like dozing off ever so slightly. But yeah, go ahead.
What are you doing?
I'm sleeping.
Okay, I'm waking you up.
Oh.
Why are you in Thornhurst? Why were you in Thornhurst? What have you been doing?
Well, I've been doing a lot of things. So, I did the whole dancing thing. I performed as a bard for a time, you know. I got people's attention, I made money, people were happy. It was great, you know? But like, there's this problem where like every time I would do that kind of performance, I had to deal with people coming up to me and hitting on me after every single show. Men, women, people I couldn't tell, all of them were hitting on me. And I was getting really fucking tired of it, to be honest.
So what did you do?
I took a bunch of my money, and then I ran off to Thornhurst.
Insight check.
Okay. Yo, what'd you got?
A 3.
A 3. Excellent. I think your sister's telling the truth.
If you want to use your 7, you can. It would be much better.
It wouldn't be.
I already used the 7.
I used it. It was a 3 plus 9, so it was 12.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess, okay. I guess that makes sense. It doesn't, but it does. So Thornhurst is a good place to hide, I guess.
Thornhurst is a nice town. I understand it's a little rough around the edges and people there can be a little bit aggressive, but when you're willing to show some teeth and you're willing to get them to back off, people respect you a lot more.
What would you do to get him to back off?
Shoot at their feet. Simple as that.
What do you know about the people in Thornhurst?
A whole lot of criminals, a whole lot of folks who don't really have many other options. Plenty of folks I've met there that they were taught certain ways of living or certain ways of making money. And unfortunately, there's no real way to do it legally. I mean, how much money do you think someone who was trained in making poison is going to make? You only have one real job opportunity in that situation. That's making more poison. So, you go to where the money is. Thornhurst.
Do you ever talk to, like, the person in charge or whatever?
No, not at all.
Ew. I don't know what else to ask. Because I can't. I rolled really low on an insight check and it fucks me up. Do you? I don't know. This is so frustrating.
Yeah.
I hate being like rolling the one time I roll bad. Oh my god, that's not the one time, but
Yeah.
I'm not rolling good this session. I don't know. Are you gonna go back home?
I mean, maybe sometime. I'll visit, say hello, stick around for a few months, but there's a lot to see up here, you know?
That's
More than just Thornhurst, of course. One day I'm going to leave that place. Maybe I'll find a boat. Hitch a
haven't
ride
been
somewhere.
You haven't been off continent either?
No.
Has anyone been off continent? Jeez. Because I don't think Zimmerman's been off continent. Well, they were off on like an island.
They were technically off continent.
But they were off on an island just off the coast.
Yeah.
Like
They weren't off
No.
continent.
they were barely off continent.
To answer your
Oh.
question, no, I'm pretty sure none of our family has gone off continent. I think Mom had an aunt that did. Well,
That
did.
was a long time ago.
Yeah. They also never saw her again, so who knows what happened to her. Look,
I just
yeah, it's dangerous.
yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's also dangerous to stick around in there. I'd rather live out here and be free to do whatever I want than live down there trapped like a rat in a cage because we've got a forest around us trying to kill us.
Well, that's something I have plans for that, so that that's not happening anymore. So that we can move about more freely, I guess. But still, I miss home. I'm not going back anytime soon. I miss it.
Yep.
But I've only been above surface for like a couple of seasons, so
Yeah, you're
I
not gonna stay up here like I did.
I don't know, maybe. I have friends up here, so I have a reason to.
You have friends up here, certainly, but you're gonna live down there and then you're gonna visit.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Sure.
What makes you think I'm gonna go back?
Because you're already homesick. You've only been gone for a little bit and you're already missing it.
You
You're already
won't?
talking about home. Well, not really, no. I know they're all still okay, I'm sure of it.
I don't know. I like both though. I like being up here. I like walking around even though it hurts sometimes.
I mean, that's just bad luck for us.
Yeah. It sucks. Sometimes it really sucks.
Only so much you can do about it. At least we don't die in the sun.
No, that's true.
Vampires go out in the sun, they die immediately.
Yeah.
Well, near immediately.
You'd be surprised.
No, it's still. I mean, like, it
What
could
do you know
be
about
worse.
vampires?
Vampires?
Yeah.
They can be tricky to talk with sometimes, but they're not that bad.
How many vampires have you met?
One.
Who?
So I knew this guy. He was a courier of a sort. He would ride around, he would deliver passages and messages and what have you. He took to only doing it at night because, unfortunately, at one point he got bit by a vampire while he was doing his job.
It's that bitch. The bitch in Elvedil.
We
Yeah.
know that bitch.
And we also knew he was a vampire.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I met him. Kind of annoying.
Technically, Ignatius doesn't know him.
He's
Yeah.
he's one of the vampires that'll only eat meat, but he's still a decent guy. He just eats raw animal meat instead, and he's fine.
I don't know about decent.
No, he is a decent guy. He was really nice.
He's really nice.
He's friends of the half-dwarf guy.
You have to remind me because I'm really bad at memory.
He's the guy who told us about the half-dwarf guy, Erasmo. Like his whole shtick.
Yeah, he was Erasmus
And he
contact.
had like a weird paralysis type thing.
Yeah, he had a palsied limb.
Okay. I take back what I said then. He was
Yeah,
fine.
he's nice. He's a nice guy.
Okay. I don't remember things, you guys.
We're all offended on this man's behalf. How dare he was nice. He's kind of a bit wrong.
Fizzy's memory is very bad, okay? As is Michelle. Oh, so you were in Elbadil?
I've been to a lot of places, yeah. Alvadil was the easiest one to get to first.
So, have you met anyone interesting on this, anyone in the last, like, maybe a few months? Interesting?
I mean, plenty of interesting folks, yeah, sure. Why?
I'm just trying to find, I'm just trying, it looks at lists of people that we are looking for.
You can't read.
I know. Michelle was mentally looking at the list. Hey, Darius, come here.
Uh-huh.
Darius, you can read, I can't. And you're closest.
I should teach you how to read. I know you're like
This is doing that. I just haven't gone there yet. Names
Not-
are
not-
complicated.
The baby.
the
Oh,
the,
baby.
the almost 2-year-old I'm holding.
Oh.
Hold on. Alright, give. Whose name are you looking for?
Well, holds list to Darius. Ask her if she's met any of these people.
Sure. I doubt you've met Avic. I already know about him. Prudence Dumas? Dumas?
Can't say I know Damas. Orkomatos, that's the judge fellow.
Yeah,
He's dead.
he's
It's fine.
dead. Florencio Nun?
No, that's a politician. Florencio Nunez.
Yes.
I believe I butchered that, but still.
Yes.
Nunez.
Nunez.
Not familiar with that one. Bayo, that's that judge, that dwarf judge
yeah, no,
fellow.
We know him. We know
I know.
him.
His
We know him.
Cloud. Familiar. Never saw him though. Let's see. Hope.
Quincy.
No. Dorothy. No. Arbor. No. Aloysius sounds a little familiar.
Oh?
Yeah, Aloysius Slate. They're a what's the word? Not a journalist, not a they write real things, but like not for a newspaper. They put them in like books and stuff.
A biographer.
Yes, that's the word. I bumped into him at one point when I was going through one of the cities. I couldn't for life of me remember what exactly they were there for, but it seemed like they were doing some kind of research.
When was this?
Oh God, I don't know. 60 or so days back, I think.
That was shortly after we started traveling together.
Where was this?
Viantito.
Point that out on the map for me.
Right here.
Where?
Right there.
North.
I see it. That might be a good place to start.
Actually, I just realized I am showing the date wrong. It is not the 93rd of spring. It is the 3rd of summer.
Yes.
That's my mistake. I didn't catch that for a while. Whoopsies.
Well, I didn't bring it up because we technically haven't passed around the season yet. This is technically still before that time.
There we go. But yeah, met them when I was traveling through Viantito.
Maybe we can go there at some point.
Sure. Kind of a weird place, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Religious. A lot of religions there. A lot of churches, chapels, preachers, stuff like that.
Okay. That's
It's just religion central, you know? It's just weird. Like, I understand, like, having a religion and what have you, but I don't really understand shouting about it on a box to everybody who passes by. And I don't... I especially don't understand that when you have 5 other people doing the same thing on the same road as you.
people like
Fizzy,
choices.
Fizzy, I like your sister.
She's cool, I guess.
Yeah, no. What else have you been doing? The whole adventuring thing, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we got arrested immediately after
Well
I got
done.
up here. Oh, not
That's a new
immediately.
record.
I got arrested like maybe 2 weeks in. I've been told it's 2 weeks. I don't know. Let's see. What else have we done? We fought a dragon, which was kind of crazy. But we won, obviously, because I'm alive.
Yeah.
What else did we do? Gosh, a lot of things. We've been to Thornhurst. But I think it was after or before or after. I don't know when you showed up, but if you had been there at the same time as me, someone would have said something. I think because we both look very different.
The way the
You
whole
met the queen-
Thornher...
You know the queen bitch?
No.
Figured I'd ask.
The way the whole Thornhurst thing works is when it's time to get up and move, everybody gets up and moves separate from one another.
Yeah, oh, I didn't know that.
So no
Oh,
one's arriving all at the same time.
We did like bring the queen back. I don't know if you saw that. Apparently it wasn't newspapers, but I haven't.
Yeah, something about Dead Queen not being dead anymore.
Yeah, that was us.
That's cool.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. It just didn't seem right.
What, bring back a Dead Queen?
No. Why she was dead.
Oh, right.
It was a lot of weird stuff. The thing is, I don't really know about the whole like queen and like monarchy thing. They explained it to me, but
It's
not
just as annoying as religion, to be honest with you.
The whole thing's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know about religion either, so I mean, Granny does religion stuff. I know Fitz has like that keychain or whatever with all the symbols on it.
I thought that was a noisemaker.
No. It
It is pretty loud.
He likes knowing things, so he knows about religious things. It's good to have people who know things, because I don't know things.
No,
I know
fair.
I know
Fair.
emotion things. What else? What else have we done? What else have we done
You're
there?
out of character. You're leaving out, say, like putting an end to the, like, tampering with the changing medication. You're
Oh, that's
leaving
right.
out being hunted for sports
Yeah,
several times.
yeah.
You're
right.
leaving out kill that cursed forest where we like
Let's see. Oh yeah.
got off the
So
like
we-
undead thing.
We were hunted down by the family at one point. We're not being hunted down anymore.
Okay, that's better.
It's okay.
Oh.
We're kind of. It's a thing. There was like a whole plot with the changelings that someone was like messing with their medication, and we stopped that. Or something. Yeah, we stopped it. There was a forest that had like a curse in it or something. I think we stopped that. I think that's it. We're trying to find like this group of we're trying to find a bunch of people because it's dangerous. There's like a lot of really bad stuff going on.
All right, I got some notes. So first, when you're telling like a bunch of stories and like all that stuff, and you're trying to get people to listen to just one, you kind of rattle them all off in like one quick, concise way. Cursed forest, changeling poisonings, stuff like that. And then when they peek up on one of them, that's when you start telling the story of that one, you know?
Oh, I didn't know you wanted stories.
Well, no, I'm just giving you pointers for how you do the whole storytelling thing,
I don't
all right?
really do the storytelling thing. I was just answering a question.
Yeah, but I did, and that's how you do the storytelling thing.
Okay, I guess. Do any of those things interest you?
Yeah, tell me about the whole being hunted for sport thing.
By which person?
The family.
I think what happened there, my memory's not the best. Somebody framed us for like stealing their money, and so they were chasing us down. And then we talked to the guy in charge, and we told him.
To be fair, we stole the money while in Thornhurst, so that may have gone around that we did kick someone's ass and steal a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people get their asses kicked. The money thing, I think I did hear mumbling about.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was like 1,000 platinum pieces.
It was a lot.
That's not a small amount of money.
No, apparently it's a lot. I don't. Again, don't really.
Yeah, you were
count
always
that
really
high.
bad with numbers.
Yeah,
And
I got
letters.
credit.
Hey, I've gotten a little better.
Fitz is trying really hard to teach her how to read.
Mom should have taught her when she was younger. Would have been easier.
Fitz is doing a pretty good job. She recognizes letters now.
I do.
That's good.
I do. We just have to get the like sound. of them.
Unfortunately, the four-armed monkey in our cart reads better than her.
Ugh. Mm. I'm sorry to hear that, Fizzy. Really sorry to hear that.
Out of character, technically speaking, I think Blues is also better at math because he understands enough to answer questions about numbers by stomping a number of
Oh
times.
no, the horse is smarter than Fizzy.
It's fine. It's going. It's fine. Ruben's he's got help. It's not fair. He's got help.
I don't think you can count the fact that he's technically part of a fiend as help.
It's help, especially the coins like make him stronger or whatever.
You can make yourself smarter with magic items.
Really? I don't see any.
Fitz literally had one
Fitz
in
has
no
one.
wait.
Yeah, well, Fitz needs it because Fitz is smart, and so Fitz should be smarter. Like, Fitz should be at the smartest that he can possibly be, like the absolute smartest. I don't need to be smart. I need to be good at healing. It's fine.
Was she like this growing up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Only
is
wanted to
wrong?
know what she wanted to know. Never wanted to know anything else that wasn't interesting to her.
Yeah, well, look, I like reading, or like I like learning about reading, but it's also hard for me, and I'm not good at it, and I'd rather be better at what I'm good at than like I don't need it because I have other people who can help me with that.
Because you also don't want to wear shoes.
Yeah, shoes are annoying.
Yeah, you know what else is really annoying? Stepping on sharp things and cutting my feet.
Okay. Also, the shoes thing is like a family thing because like none of us like shoes except for you.
No, not just me. Not just me.
Craigo doesn't wear shoes.
He's wearing shoes right now.
He's not here. How do you know?
I know he wears shoes. I saw him before.
When?
I don't know. It was a few years ago, I think.
Well, Zinmin doesn't like shoes.
Zinyan also rode a rowboat off of the island, off this continent, to a small island
Yeah.
for no reason.
They wanted to relax. What's wrong with that?
Out of character, your sister also doesn't know that your sibling then lost the oar.
Shh, don't worry about it.
No. Darius does chime in and say, did they even have an oar? Did they swim out like dog paddle? Because we had to give them an oar.
I don't know.
I'm just saying there are some modern sensibilities that are worth maybe looking into.
Shoes are annoying. They're very. I don't like the. I don't. They don't. They feel like a jail.
Another out of character. Fizzy does have a pair of shoes that
I
Tana
know she
made for
does.
her
And she
for
wears them when she has
sharp
to.
objects and stuff.
She wears them outside. Like she does wear them. She doesn't like it. She doesn't have to like it.
Yeah.
I don't like the shoes. I wear shoes when I have to. If I'm in the cart, I'm not wearing shoes. But if I'm outside, I put on shoes. I put on my rabbit friend who died made me shoes. So I wear them when I'm outside. Otherwise,
You make
I
that
don't.
sound so much more depressing than it is.
It is sad.
Rabbits don't live very long, in fairness.
This was a special rabbit.
She was a fae folk.
Oh, okay.
She was special.
She's still in our tower, technically. We never. We should ask Kaz when we should bury her.
Yeah, we'll ask Kaz when Kaz gets back. Kaz is. That's our friend. She's on vacation.
Got it.
And she's on sexcation.
Got it.
Don't need too much about us. Let's see. What else? But no, I lost my track of my thoughts.
Hunted for sport.
Oh yeah. So we talked to like the head of the family or whatever, and we figured it out. And there's someone really bad in Thornhurst right now. We just don't know who it is.
Okay.
Or not in Thornhurst. Is it in Thornhurst? Or is it just the family?
Out of character, yes. Yes on both fronts. One, there is one in the family, and there's also one in Thornhurst.
Right.
That is the queen right now.
Right. Yeah. So there's a bad person in the family, and there's a bad person in Thornhurst. They might be the same person, but we don't know. We have not figured that out yet. But there is a bad person in Thornhurst. Maybe you can help with that.
Maybe. Let's deal with the whole forest thing first.
Well, the forest thing is first is sister. Forest thing is later. We all need to get a little more. I can't deal with that right now. It's one step at a time. We gotta get Craigo, and then we can get to the tower or wherever. Not the tower. She's in like a cave.
We can't do the sister thing yet.
Why?
Weren't we told that the sister thing was connected to endgame?
Nope. The forest thing is more the end game. The forest thing is literally at post end game.
You said the other thing last night, I think.
Nope, I did
You
not.
said that it was tied
Okay,
up in
reverse it.
like main quest, but it was there's not it's not one of the triggers.
Yeah, it's not one of the triggers.
It's a.
I don't.
It is a. Yeah, it's So the forest thing is a big quest thing, and kind of a late stage. Rescuing the sibling is mid to late maybe.
The other late game thing that isn't a trigger is dealing with the cult that Ignatius is with.
So
I'm losing my mind.
it's okay.
Maybe.
Either way, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can help us figure that out later. Right now, we have bigger things to worry about. Not bigger, more pressing. Because the bad person in Thornhurst and the bad person in the family is a very big thing, mind you. It is like possibly a world-ending thing, but we can't deal with that right now.
I'm gonna tap out on helping with the end of the world stuff.
That's fine.
Okay,
I don't
thanks.
expect you to. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Makes you feel better.
If it goes wrong, I want to like relax and enjoy myself before the end of the world.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better. The baby tapped out too.
I mean, I can't blame the baby. Anyways,
But yeah, that's everything. Unless you want to know something else.
No, I'm good right now. Let's go find the big dumbass.
Hey, I know he's not. I'm the dumbass, aren't I?
You're right, you are.
There can be more than one in a family.
He's not dumb. He's smarter than me.
Yes. No. He's smart
I
enough
need
to
to roll
work.
a wisdom check real quick.
He's smart enough to work with his body, which he knows is his best asset. He is.
Do it, Jess.
built
Jess
like
is gonna
a-
go. It's not that hard to be smarter than you, Fizzy.
I know. It's fine.
Smarts aren't everything.
I don't need my smarts. I need other things. It's fine.
At least you can run without dying.
That's true. That's not something you can do. So.
In fairness, Grego knows his strengths. He's
have
built
brought-
like a tree. That's a strength.
I will say.
Is he now?
Yes.
He is very big. Have you not seen him? I called on him earlier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Fizzy. I tried to give you privacy, and someone here decided they wanted to try to eat one of the bolts on the floor, and I got distracted.
Oh, that's fair. I hope you're talking about your baby.
No, I'm talking about Ruben. Yes, I'm talking about the baby. Ari is at that stage where she puts everything in her mouth.
Oh, I did bring Mayfield back from the dead. I brought Darius back from the dead. And we ended up with a weird cat thing because of it.
Good old-fashioned necromancy. Good to hear.
Don't bring up Luce. I haven't seen him in a couple days, and I'm kind of hoping he's gone.
He's not gonna be gone.
Is that the
always
cat I've been seeing around here?
Does it look like it should be dead?
Doesn't look great.
Then,
It probably
yeah.
more smells like it should be dead.
Yeah, so I can do that, which is interesting. But yeah, that's it. That's all the information you need to know for right now.
Got it. Okay. Wake me up when we get to Belric.
Okay, go to sleep.
Any other scenes that you guys wish to have on your way over? Okay. You guys will ride aboard the cart for the next few days. Eventually it turns to summer, and it is the third summer by the time you guys finally arrive in the town of Belric. You all are, at this moment in time, let me make sure I have this right. Yep. At this moment in time, you guys are trying to keep an eye out for Fizzy's older sibling. You know roughly what you're looking for, but the large, pale-skinned drow would be the easiest thing to find. as it is later in the day, you guys are less concerned about having your skin exposed, Fizzy and your sister, that is, your siblings, I should say. And you will see that just kind of like sprawled out on the nearest like bench near the rail station that you guys stop off at is Krago, who is a very large man. He is approaching like Goliath height. So the man would probably be easily 7 foot, something like that. And just solid as far as builds go. He is probably the largest drow that you have seen, period.
I'm just seeing the two expressions.
They're like big
Darius
bitches.
is just gonna gently nudge their spouse and go, I mean, come on.
Jesus.
Me and my spouse noticed you from across the
No.
train station.
Really like your vibe.
Really good vibe.
Does a train stop?
I mean, yeah, this is at the train stop in Belric.
Oh, because we have to go from Belric. We take an express from Belric, right? Is that what we're doing?
No. So if you guys
driving
are
into
looking
the
to get
woods.
over here, at this point, you're going into the woods.
Yeah, we're
Into the
taking the
woods.
cart from
Into
Belric.
the thick of it.
Oh, okay, cool. So, when we get like the cart off the train, whatever, and get off the train, I'm like literally like, I'm not tackling because I can't tackle that man. He is too big
You
for me
can
to tackle.
jump and swing from his neck.
Basically,
Like
Koala.
dangle like a just koala him.
koala him, essentially.
You will see that Krago is, much as you last saw him, not wearing a shirt. He does not wish to. But he's instead wearing trousers. He has a large sun hat that he has currently on a string that's around his neck and now slung back behind his head. And he is wearing basically trousers, boots, and that's about all. And he will he'll kind of like pry you off of him and then put you down and pat you on the head. Nice seeing you again.
Hi. Oh, good to see you. I missed you.
Yep. Miss you too. Been a while.
I know. How
Can-
you been?
How tall are you?
7
Yeah,
Yeah,
foot.
can I get a vibe check to Fitz and Granny?
These are my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I
She's.
see you all.
I mean, you could roll insight, and I'll tell you what you see.
That's
Fitz wears his heart on his sleeve. If you can see
Yeah,
Fitz's
she's-
face,
Granny isn't
It's
hiding
easy.
it, but she's got like a little bit of social decorum. So, but you can definitely tell she's just kind of enjoying the view.
That's
Like-
Fitz. That's Terrace. That's Bryn.
I see you all.
That's Granny. That's Iggy. That's it. That's everyone.
Well, we have one more person, but she decided to
She's not
go
here. She'll
spend
be
a
back.
couple weeks
You'll
with
meet her soon.
Yeah, she'll be back.
All right.
Come into our cart. I've got the other two inside.
Can he fit through that door?
Yeah, I think so.
He will have
Fit,
to
he could-
hunt. Like he'll have to bring his head down to get in, but yes, he can.
The second he's in, and the second that Fizzy is not in hearing range, Darius grabs Granny and Fitz by the shoulders and goes, How?
I don't know what they put in those mushrooms, but oh my god.
are they related?
Are they really-
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I mean, she's pretty tall herself, but like,
Right. There's a difference between tall and built like a fucking brick shithouse, Granny.
he could lift me with one arm. Could lift both of us with one arm. Just
He's got 2 arms.
got 2 arms.
How many of us do you think?
All 3.
Yeah.
So, like, how
Oh.
quiet are they being? Because I
You're
do still have.
outside.
I do.
We
I do-
waited. Darius waited
Oh, you
until
waited
you
till
went
we- okay.
inside.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
No, I did not wait for Iggy to walk away, so Iggy
Yeah,
could probably hear
but-
this conversation.
But there's no real distance or quietness that would escape the notice of Fizzy with her passive.
Yeah, if I were,
Which is
but
why
I
you
was-
wait until she goes in the
so
cart where she
inside the
can't.
cart, which is fair.
Also, to be fair, my passive is a 20. I would know if Fizzy could still hear.
Yeah.
There's... What kind of bed does he need to sleep?
I feel like I've seen him on the cover of every single romance novel.
Perhaps
Yeah.
probably
Every single one
doesn't
of
even
them.
sleep on a bed, if I'm being honest.
Hey, Bryn, do you think you would model for your next book cover?
I'd read it.
But Bryn will like stop and look at you and go, I don't write that. Thank you very much.
Ours sells pretty well.
I still
If you
don't
did, I'd
write
read it.
that.
I'd read it.
If you're this impressed at the person's physique, you should see my mother.
Is
She's
your mother
about an
single?
extra foot in height above him, and equally, if not more, muscled.
What? She's 8 feet tall?
Yes, he is a Goliath after all.
You're part Goliath? Or are you adopted? You adopted?
No, technically other parts of the lineage won out.
I see.
Huh.
Sure, I was 7
I
feet tall.
did. I am a shifter
You're very
after
tall.
all. There are more prominent traits.
Yeah. Bryn, I love you dearly. I need you to. I need to remind you of that as I continue to talk about these people. I love you so much.
I know.
I
Okay.
think as a bear, my mother can get to around 10 feet. It's quite intimidating.
Just.
Having to play a character that is not attracted to women.
Don't forget.
You can take over role-playing Granny for a second if that'll scratch the itch.
Yeah, you two just have to switch.
Just have her go, "Hooray." Alright.
That's just me
Yeah, I know.
in real life. Humana, humana, humana.
I just sent you a message for the thing I wanted to say, Jill.
Trust me. Trust me. I've been thinking about that, Connor. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Finn is now bisexual.
Wrong. Wrong. That is a
We're
gay
not
man.
for the laws of this land.
So, with all of Fizzy's siblings now inside of the
Oh,
cart,
God. So many of them.
you'll now you now have everybody present. Fizzy's brother, whose name is escaping me right now. for some
Prego!
reason. Prego.
Prego.
Thank you.
It's
Um,
Prego.
Beefcake.
Preggers, got it.
Shut the fuck up.
Prego.
Give me enough time, Connor.
No, hold on.
Lock
I'm
me
gonna
in
do
that
things
man
to
in a
man's
room.
stomachs.
Lock me and him in a room for an hour. One of us is coming out pregnant, and it's not
It's
me.
not gonna.
Jesus Christ.
How horny can we get on stream before it's a problem?
We've
Um,
hit the
We're starting
limit.
to-
We
We've
get
hit the
there.
limit.
We've hit that wall. We've hit that wall.
Okay.
So Craigo is easily the largest person who has been present in this cart as of now. Their head is scraping the ceiling.
Actually,
He sits, he gets in the cart, and the cart, like, notices he dips.
And when he
Actually-
does step on the back stairs for the getting into the cart, there is a noticeable.
he's the second largest person because Oriole was within the cart.
Oh, you're right. Oriole was in here.
Yeah,
I forgot.
but, yeah. We had an actual Goliath. In
Yeah,
the
you had an
cart,
actual Goliath, which means that
Yeah.
yes, he is not the tallest.
But it does,
um,
like...
So, what would you like to do as of now?
We need to figure out where this is. Why? Why are you crying?
I'm
Oh.
watching Houdini just paw at Jill as they pet her.
What a cute little kitty.
We...
I miss having cats.
So-
have a general location.
We do, but we need to pin that down.
So you guys kind of roll out a map showing the location that's been marked. That is most likely where it is. And the three other albino drow are going to start looking over the map. And pretty quickly, Krago is going to point at the map and say, "Might be a few issues at this spot here.
Why?
I'm at least aware of this location in passing. See how the forest itself is densely clustered on the map itself?
Mm-hmm.
So spots like that in this area are ones that are normal people are told to stay away from. Mostly because it's a very easy spot for more of the forest to have an influence. Bodies disappear in there, people disappear, animals aren't right. So we go in there, it's gonna be hostile basically the entire time.
Okay. I mean, we have to go in there.
Not like we haven't dealt with a hostile forest before.
We have dealt with a hostile forest before, so this isn't new for us. We've done a lot of things.
Is there anything on your sister that is unique from last time you looked in on her?
They'll all look at you, Fizzy.
Do I remember anything?
No, not really. She's wearing completely different clothes, very plain clothes from what you saw last time.
Yeah. the last
So
time
you would say that the spellcaster probably was smart enough to remove identifiable things on her person and
Yeah.
discard them.
But if
Oh.
you saw something he was working on, that object could be located.
Yeah.
Or if we get in there and you look for like manacles, how many manacles are going to be in a forest?
Well, because if I am on loose at the time of casting the spell, then both of us can sense using locate object. While normally I would use that to cover ground more quickly, if I am able to get right on the edge of something, and Blues is on another edge of it,
You
there are
triangulate.
only at most two places where those circles could intersect. One if we were on opposite ends of it, but that will be unlikely. Using that, we could narrow down the location fairly precisely.
What is underground?
It still reaches underground. There's nothing that gets in the way of it as long as it isn't beyond 1,000 feet. And if it is that far underground, then it might be safe to assume that there is some entrance. Perhaps the person found that at a Treminian lab that is supposedly there.
Zunmin is gonna kind of pipe up at this point, and they're gonna go. Just out of curiosity, we're sure that they are here, or at least fairly sure, right?
I mean, we can look again.
We can. What I mean is this: if we think it's here, the forest absolutely knows that they're there, right? You could just keep an eye out for the way that the forest or the things in the forest are going and try to follow that.
I mean, I can talk to the animals.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Did you ever talk to any of our other siblings when they were here?
Not really.
The ones that are in our enclave are a little easier to deal with. The ones up here, they are off. There's something wrong with them.
I heard that. I absolutely heard that.
Angry baby.
Yeah.
That was very audible.
Yeah.
She did
Houdini
like that I
is
picked her up.
not happy.
What you doing? I know.
All I'm saying is that
I know.
those typical druidy tricks, they may not work the same. And talking to these things is not going to be a good idea.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you can still do it. Just bear in mind, this forest doesn't like us.
Well, I don't like this forest that much either if it's like that. So, and I like forests, but this one, we've been in creepy, weird forests where things are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think at some point we're gonna have to, when we get closer, we're gonna have to, we can't be on the cart the whole time. I don't think. We're gonna have to get
Probably
off the
leave
cart.
the card at the fringe.
I think if people disappear, bodies disappear, we have to figure out some way to tie ourselves to each other. So that people don't disappear.
I think that tying ourselves to one another may not be a bad idea, but I think the biggest problem is going to be when one of us goes down. If one of us goes down. Some of the forests, the watchers around here that are supposed to be trying to keep an eye on this place, they've told stories about some of their comrades getting knocked out and then some of the critters coming by, grabbing them and dragging them away.
Well, then I have to make sure that no one goes down.
Yeah.
I should probably work on some healing potions, but I don't think I have the stuff I need to make it.
We could stop before we depart Belric, see if there is a place for ingredients.
I could, yeah.
Your sister will say, if you'd like, I can go and pick those up. Get that done for you.
When she says pick those up, what does she mean? I rolled a natural 20. On
Acquire them in whatever way she has to.
Is she going to steal it?
She will attempt to pay for it and get a reasonable price. If she does not get a reasonable price, she will in fact steal it.
That is.
I like
You know-
your sister.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. I don't really care.
It's called
Sure.
bartering.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure. You're good at
Seems
convincing
very
people. Oh, she's good at convincing people. I will say that. Like, she's very good at that. Like, you know
I'll get-
how I am with people? She's, like, way better. She's good
I'll
at that.
I'll go get that done while you continue this conversation. There's not much I can add here. I tried to get out of the forest as fast as possible when I was done being underground.
It's not a good forest.
No.
Well, you know. I will say.
And your sister will go into Belric to go and buy supplies.
Okay. Would this be a place to get paper? Magic paper?
Yes.
Or no? It would be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to get some? Do you want her to get some?
I need
Dan-
$440 worth of magic paper.
She'll hold out
As
the hand for
minimum.
She'll hold out the hand for the money.
Can someone take that from the party fund?
Gotcha. Is it 440?
440. It's fine.
Yeah, then I'll be fully out of magic paper. So if I want to learn any new spells,
We'll get you
Too
more
fucking
later.
bad.
too fucking bad.
Okay, I took out the platinum for that. She is going to start hustling off to go and pick up some supplies. I will privately roll, and you will find out next session what she manages to acquire.
Okay. That's fair.
Through
Connor.
whatever means she has.
You know what? Good for her.
Actually,
Hey,
Yes,
Connor,
Jess?
before she goes, I'm gonna hand her the glass parapet, or not parapet, the glass medallion. So if she needs to go invisible, she can. Because I think that's funnier.
I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind.
If
Where'd my pen go?
yeah,
Oh well,
it
Goes
is
up
also
your butt.
possible.
I would know.
If you're still concerned about the creatures of the forest, could ask my father if he's ever taken groups through this part. He's a ranger who's frequently hired to take groups along more dangerous hunts and tracking more elusive prey. Not
be
people,
honest-
but animals.
To be honest with you, I'm not concerned about them. I'm just saying that we need to accept and acknowledge the fact that we either stay as quiet as possible, or we have to fight our way through it.
We can stay as quiet as possible.
Yes.
I will
Or-
figure out a way to help you out.
I'm.
Wait, no, I'm talking to Ignatius.
If we do come across any creatures and fighting becomes an inevitability, we could also prove that we are vastly more dangerous than they are, and if you instill enough fear in them, they won't bother you.
You're thinking like an animal.
These
You're
are-
you're thinking the wrong way.
This is you. I'm gonna be honest here. Like, no matter what you think you know, you don't. This place is.
Think of it like this. If you had a bunch of wolves and they were trying to get a deer, they would stick around and try to get the deer until a few of them started getting hurt and injured, right? That's how an animal works. These aren't animals. It's all the forest. It is all extensions of the forest. Rostopska is the animals. It is the trees. It is every bit of mushroom you see here. It is everything here. So you can't injure it in any way that's ever going to matter. You can't scare it away by being stronger than it, because it has more numbers than you will ever be able to match.
When we deal with this, because I will be dealing with this, there is a way. I know there's a way. It's going to take a lot. Not nearly strong enough to deal with it now, which is why we have to go silent. As silent as we can.
If we wind up getting in any fights, at that point, what we're going to have to do is just try our damnness to deal with what we have on our plate right there at that time, then get away as fast as possible. The longer we stick around, the more will come. Out of character, the more will come.
The what?
Shut
Oh
the
my
fuck
God.
up, Jess.
You're
I-
you're like a 15-year-old boy. Jesus Christ.
I want to point out, you say that, but every goddamn night when we play Overwatch, your girlfriend and Jill both do those jokes too.
Yeah, I know. It's because unfortunately, my sense of humor has affected Becca.
It has
I mean-
corrupted Becca.
Yeah.
Technically speaking,
Becca was already like that.
Fizzy,
I made it
technically
worse.
speaking, I already have a small solution for Ignatius rolling stealth, which is how he gets found normally. If you're mounted, the mount rolls stealth
Oh,
movement.
okay, that'll be good.
So
But this will be
instead
stealthy
of-
for him.
Instead of a -1 and disadvantage, it's a +1 and regular.
That's good. That'll help.
Horse has better stealth than the goddamn rider.
Also, what were you gonna say, Connor?
What was I going to say?
Basically.
Oh,
You were saying basically the situation.
Oh yes. Basically, we need to try and stay as quiet as possible. Then, if fighting happens, we need to move as fast as possible. All we can do is try to make sure that we attract as little attention as possible. It also means that you're going to want to try and be quiet around the trees too.
Okay. I know
Remember,
that.
this, everything here is the forest. Everything here is paying attention to us.
Noted, not preparing Thunder Smite.
But basically, out of character, I'm explaining that if you guys manage to start fights here, they are not going to be fights that will end when the encounter has been wiped up and there are no more enemies on the field.
Yeah.
They will be encounters when you kill what is there, and then you guys move off the map and get out of there. That's when the fight ends.
You know, we're essentially going into the lesser-known sequel of The Hills Have Eyes. The trees have ears.
That's funny.
The corn had ears.
Oh, that's even worse.
I got one laugh, and that's all that matters, baby.
I thought it was funny, in fairness.
Thank you. I don't laugh at myself. Who else will?
Any other things that you guys want to talk about for your little bit of pre-planning?
We will eventually have to take a rest. I am capable of setting down magical alarms that will only be audible to myself.
I would say that'll be a problem, but considering the cart that you have, we don't have to worry about lighting fires because, well, we have this. So that's good. Definitely set up alarms around the cart, though. We don't want to wake up and be trapped. That'd be bad.
Well, I don't think we can take the cart fully into the forest.
We should take it in as far as we can.
Okay, you know how that forest is. It's very dense.
It's dense and it moves, yes, I know.
So, cart might not.
Are there creatures within this forest that utilize poisons?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's funny you ask that. I was literally changing up my spell preparations, and I was like, we're going into a forest that thinks for itself. There's gonna be poison, so I just prepared. I prepared protection from poison.
I will
Just
point
so you
out
know.
a fun fact about me and all of us siblings. We're resistant to poison for a reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I besides just protection from poison, I could also prepare lesser restoration.
Oh, we should have asked for diamond dust. Dang. Oh well, that's fine.
Another thing, we may want to be careful about what we're using when fighting.
Let me guess, no fire, nothing too loud.
No, not necessarily. See, this forest thinks for itself, right? If you had a bunch of things inside of your area, and you knew how they were going to fight and what they were going to be fighting with, and the next time you came across those things, wouldn't you make sure that those creatures that they were fighting against were a little resilient against what they were using?
Basically, it can think for itself and it can prepare, so we have to switch it up every time.
It's going to adapt.
Basically, we can't use the same spell twice if we get into a fight, which is why we need to avoid fights as much as possible. Basically.
I think we're probably going to have maybe... Let's see. Connor's going to do some math. We're going to have about 2 days on the road itself. And then 3/4 of a day going through the forest itself. How much of that 3/4 we managed to get through with this cart, I don't know. The further in we get, the better. If we have to stop for the night inside that forest, it is going to suck.
Why?
Because then we have to try to spend a night and rest up inside of a forest that wants to kill us.
I have tiny hut.
That helps a lot, actually. Jesus, that helps a lot.
Everyone forgot because we're always in the cart, but I took that like
Thank
4
God.
level ups ago.
I'm happy that I made that joke about Jesus being an elven swear because I keep saying it in character voices.
And I can also make sure that we'll have safe provisions. I can select as a spell, purify food and drink.
That will also help.
Yeah, that's a ritual, so I can also do that at any time. Climate.
And
I
I'm
just
actually
realized.
going to remove preparation on command for once because the creature needs to understand me. And I don't know
There's
if...
a good chance it won't. I
Yeah.
removed full.
Man, I will say, I look at my class, my armor class, and I'm just like, I really do wish I had gotten something stronger, because I am not built to fight.
To be fair, I don't think most of this party has good armor class.
That's
Yeah, what's
fair.
your AC?
13.
Unless
I'm
you
14.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
15.
I mean, I do have Shield of Faith almost constantly prepared. It's concentration. But
I also have Shield of Faith always prepared because it's a class. It's a subclass. But we have a lot of overlap, you and I. So we'll.
we
Someone
could
will have
cast
you
them at different
covered.
people.
Yeah. Because if I'm not casting Bless, I can cast it. But I usually prioritize Bless over Shield of Faith.
That's
For
better.
like. But if I lose concentration on that or someone's a target.
Okay, well, I think that's everything.
All right. Let's wait for Zolan to come back with the shopping, and then let's get going.
Okay.
So, anyone want to place bets on how much of it's stolen?
60%.
No.
60% of it's going to be stolen?
Mm-hmm.
The spell paper will probably be more protected. The
Yeah, I don't think
reagents
she can-
not so much.
Oh,
Well,
the-
we
the-
gave her the money for the spell paper. I don't think she's gonna steal that.
If anyone tries
Unless-
to charge more than it's worth, then they are going to very quickly go out of business.
No, if anything, she's gonna try and hustle them.
Yeah, definitely.
She'll pretend that maybe they gave less than she actually paid for.
Oh,
She's-
she'll
I
do
count
quick
that
hands.
as stealing.
She's really good at that. She's really good at that. She does that to me all the time when we were kids.
And you fell for it every time.
Of course.
It doesn't help that you don't know numbers.
She's very convincing.
That's why you're so wise now. She was training you.
You have to
Yeah.
understand that is at least most of the reason why a good chunk of us learned how to count. Fizzy, you know that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
You've at least learned how to
One
count to
shitty
5 by
sibling.
now.
Everyone learns to count.
I didn't see the need for it. I suffered, but whatever, it's fine. I'm okay now. I have my friends.
You are so trusting. It is a good thing you have us.
Exactly.
I like to imagine that Fizzy's insight is more so. Wait, I'm pretty sure my sister told me the same thing in the past was lying.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely like. Hard
It's
to do.
hindsight.
But I also just have shit insight when it comes to her specifically.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she's the one where you learn the mistakes from.
Also, she told me, there you go. I'm gonna tattle on her. She was like hanging out in a criminal city, right?
Yep.
Did she tell you that?
I had a feeling.
Do you think she's just there? She says, and I guess she's not lying, but like, I don't know. You know how it is. She lies to me a lot. She says it's because she just thinks it's better to like, she can protect herself better, but she says she's not stealing, but I don't know.
It's probably at least partially true, if I was to guess.
I
Maybe
mean,
it's
I
a
know
good thing Kaz isn't here right now.
Oh,
She's got enough beautiful ladies to worry about.
Oh, Cass is gonna meet her though.
Plus the beautiful part, it's more of they're gonna be birds of a feather.
Yeah, that is true.
Nice.
Yeah, no offense to your sister, but I don't think she's quite the body build
Yeah,
that
no,
Kaz is
definitely.
into if
Yeah,
you look
no.
at her past.
That's
think
true.
it's-
That is
I
true.
think it's more they're gonna get along really well because they're very
Mhm.
similar.
They would be a killer crime duo
Oh,
with her
no.
charisma and Kaz's everything else.
An out of character plan. While we're in the forest, we try to lure Western Dove into attacking so that because
God.
Oh,
he's gonna make a lot of noise and isn't gonna care about hiding. The two
We just
problems
get
fight
Weston-
one another.
We just get Weston to get killed by the forest. Full solves that problem.
No, it just makes a bigger problem and a new enemy for me.
That
Oh,
of
no.
course gets a new body to use.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want that.
It's just gonna
Ah.
turn into, the walkers.
No.
Yeah, but then Granny wouldn't have any qualms about killing him because he's already dead.
That is
Already
true.
dead. Yeah.
In Weston's death, he finally gets what he wants.
But not really, does it really?
Close enough.
Eh.
With all that said, we're gonna wrap up session here. I will privately roll and declare what Zolna acquires on their shopping trip, and I will announce that come next session. We should have Jolly back next week. It'd be nice to have
Flying
you.
home tomorrow.
Here's the other thing.
Technically, she's flying home today.
Here's the other thing.
It's already set over
Zola
there.
might
Or-
be able to negotiate lower prices and then just pocket the
Oh, she's gonna
remainder.
absolutely pocket the money. I expect her to pocket the money.
Absolutely.
I do
Like-
expect her
That's
to
You're
pocket
not
fine.
getting any spare change.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't think that.
Listen, I did that as a child. I can't falter.
Same.
So, thank you all so very much for being here. If you enjoy what we do, pass the word around, tell your friends. We stream regularly, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We regularly will upload this stuff onto YouTube and Spotify and other podcast platforms. So you can catch us there if you wish. With all that said, we need to wrap things up so folks can go get some food. Say bye, stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.
Bye, stream.